Yes, sir. 40,000 miles, a little over a year.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I am doing a update on my personal use Ram 2500. Last time you saw it on the channel was probably close to a year ago. So I think it's time for an update. As you can see, I do take care of my personal vehicles, actually any vehicle for that matter, whether it's business, work, but especially my personal vehicle. I have some stuff right here that I took out from the front because I'm about to show you what the inside looks like. I haven't put a sprayed bed liner in yet. I've been extremely busy, and the dealerships out here anywhere in Arizona, man, they are backed up all the time. It's crazy. I haven't done anything to the wheels. It's still the original wheels. It's still the original tires. Everything is exactly the same. So, no change there. It does have a little ding right here. There's, people are just going to be jerks all the time and not, watch where they're going or open the doors and just, smack your vehicle. But I'm the type of person that, I'm over here going out of my way to park further so that nobody does that, but somehow these jerks still find a way to do it. And like I said in the previous video, it does have the 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel, and it is 4x4. Okay, pretty much all my personal trucks, and I have a Jeep also. I always buy 4x4 because I end up every year in the snow or in the mud or off-roading, so I gotta have it. These side steps are aftermarket. I just bought those because the truck didn't even come with the side steps. I was one of the folks that had to buy a truck when they were extremely scarce, and I pretty much got what I could, but I'm still happy with the purchase. Quickly want to talk about the Cummins. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about it because it's well known already, but I did have to have the engine redone at 20,000 miles and the transmission at 30,000 miles under warranty. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was definitely a joke. I'm just kidding. All right. We don't need to talk about that. Everybody knows that the 2500 Cummins 6.7 liter is very, very good engine. Even if you're not a diesel person, you will know. Anytime you see some guy doing serious work, hauling, full-time, hot-shotting, they're doing it in a 2500 or a 3500, right? So we don't need to talk about the engine or the drivetrain or the transmission or any of that. It's pretty solid stuff. If there is a weak point, I think we know that it's going to be in the transmission, right? But all right, let's again, it's it looks ugly, but I will get a bed liner eventually. But of course I do some work with it, so it is all scratched up, but it's not a big deal. All right, let's take a look inside. Okay, so here we have the door panels. I had the tint put on, okay, on all four windows. No, sorry, the front two windows actually. And I had them put the front, but they did a pretty bad job. They actually didn't charge me for that because they didn't do that much of a good job. But it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. I will have it fixed eventually. Okay, let's see. The seats are still, for the a year later, are obviously pretty much new. These seat covers I bought on Amazon. They weren't cheap, but they've held up really well, and they actually look pretty nice. All right, I've had a lot of compliments on them. The weather mat floor mats, or weatherproof floor mats. I also got them on Amazon. All right, they were like 80 bucks, and I think these bad boys were like 300 bucks. All right, so let's hop inside and turn it on. As long as the key is, in the vehicle, this is what the center console looks like. Got a bunch of junk. This is what the interior. Let's close the door. Like I was saying, as long as the key fob is in the vehicle, it will start. All right, so you press the brake. Sorry, and then the button, and there it is. Right. So the diesel exhaust fluid light is on, but obviously that's just because I need to top it off. See there, I'm at almost 41,000 miles. And that is the average, fuel economy. I'm in the 19-20 range, sometimes even 21. But it stays, pretty well in that range, 19 to 20. All right, here we have our four-wheel drive. We have our tow mode, our turbo brake, our park sensors off. We have our heating and our cooling, and then we have our infotainment system, right? It does have navigation. It does have your, your Bluetooth, your Android, and iPhone. What's it called? Apple Auto or Android Auto, something like that. I have an Android, so I don't really use that feature that much. I personally don't like it, but it does have it. Okay, up here we have a place to put your key fob. That's what I typically do when I'm driving. We have a place to charge your phone. All right, what else? We got plenty of charging stations here. Place to keep your change. 120 outlet right here. Okay, we have our lights here, our dimmers. We have, all power windows. We have our power mirrors, right? We got that right there. You can see. Need to focus a little better, sorry. We have our gear limiting. I don't know if I talked about that. We do have some voice commands. We do have our cruise control, which is very useful because something about these 2500 is they're very jumpy, in my opinion. It's very hard to, with just your basic foot, gas or your pedal. It's very hard to, once you lay it off, and as soon as you barely touch that pedal, it's gonna jump a little bit. You're gonna hear the engine rev. So cruise control is like a must on the highway. Okay, and here, let's see, with these options here, right, we can see fuel mileage, what we talked about, our audio, I haven't set any of this stuff up, speedometer, tire pressure, and we got our pitch and roll when we're off-roading. So there's quite a bit of information there. I don't use a lot of it. I'm mainly interested in the fuel mileage. So now let's check out the back seat real quick. Big old huge doors, right? Again, I got the weatherproof mat off Amazon. They're pretty neat. This seat does fold up, and it does allow for a bunch of junk in here. You can put a lot of stuff. You can see I got, tie downs. I got my jumper cables. We got our tow ball there. Because, if you're in the big city, you're gonna get jacked if you leave it on there all the time. Well, that's what I've noticed. Let's go around the other side. This is what it sounds like, typical diesel, right? It has not been deleted. Nor do I plan to do it personally, because I plan to probably trade it in or sell it once the warranty expires, because that's just what I like to do. I like to just have that peace of mind. Again, big old seats. I'm 6'1", with no shoes on, and I feel comfortable in the front seat or the back seat. Okay, plenty of room. All right, that's what the back looks like, y'all. Okay, now I quickly want to talk about reliability. I know I was joking around earlier, right? But realistically, you saw the mileage. I'm at almost 41,000 miles. I have not had absolutely no issues at all. Okay, none at all. So I really don't have anything bad to say about reliability. I have had it just serviced only at the dealership. Okay, I only get it serviced at the dealership, not because I think that they do a great job or a better job than most people, but because I think a lot of people, when you go to resell the vehicle, do think that way, and that's okay. So that's why I'm having it serviced there. And just so that you know, it's about every 15,000 miles. That's what the manufacturer recommends. You do the oil change and the fuel filter and the air filter, and then rotate the tires. It seems like every time I go, which has been twice already, it's about 450 bucks, and it's coming up here real soon. So I'll be doing it here in the next, 2,000 or 3,000 miles. But that's pretty much it, y'all. That's the update. A lot of people like this camera, okay, because you can see everything. You can, when you're driving on the freeway, you will see 3 lanes. You will see the 3 lanes, and then that's if you just want to see yourself. You hit this little switch, and it goes back to that camera. It does have also a reverse camera, right? There it is. So it's enough technology for me. Okay, I'm not the guy that needs all kinds of bells and whistles. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. The rear window does open here with this switch. All right, so you can look back there. That does slide. Like that. Okay, so pretty much that's it, y'all. I mean, it's a nice truck. If I were to ask you what trim level it is, would it surprise you that it's a tradesman? It surprised me when I went to look at it, because it's a tradesman, but it's got like the level 2 or level 3 electronics package or something like that, and that's why it's it's got enough technology for me. It's not necessarily your basic work truck, but it is considered a work truck. It's definitely not like the Laramie or anything crazy like that, right? Well, that's pretty much it, y'all. Thanks for watching. That's the update. If you own one, let me know if you've had a different experience or if you've had the same experience. And I may be selling this truck in the near future, but I will make a different video for that. All right, that's pretty much it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace out.